to beat the wheel, but still pretty good run. So, okay. I'm going to do one more run tonight, and we are going to do the Witch, a character I haven't touched on this profile at all, which is pretty funny enough. She is probably the most complex character to understand, all things considered. So, let us just get into a combat scenario and let us explain how Witch works. Witch rolls your usual dice, but she has a lot of very special mechanics. First and foremost, she has her spell book, which means anytime you roll that dice, you can put that dice number, you can spend that dice to create that piece of equipment. Because everybody, we currently only start with Cauldron, which is 1 damage, which really sucks. But anytime I get any pieces of equipment from here on, I can put them into my spell book on any of these slots. So, let's do reroll. I didn't get any of them, so I wouldn't be able to spend these dice. So I have to just throw these dice. But if I get a 1, I could get another Cauldron into my 4 spell slots here. I could get Infliction onto any of those 4, and it refreshes that equipment every time you use it. Meaning you can make some creative big brain plays otherwise. But if you can't spend the dice, well, you can do the Sorceress rule that you just saw in my previous Dicey Dungeons YouTube video, or if you're watching the VOD as well, of just, okay, I just throw the dice, that's just 1 damage at least, which I will have to keep doing considering I'm rolling horribly against the fraud. She also has a really interesting limit break, which is roll 3 extra dice. Finally, I get a 1. I can finally make use of it. So Cauldron, you can see, I can either cancel to refund the dice, or I can just create another spell slot here. So I think I'll reroll the 3. I'll expend the Crystal Ball to showcase what I can do. You can see I created 3 Cauldrons, and I can even keep making on top of the old ones as well. So you can keep cycling your... So the whole point of Witch is to have good ways to set up your offense, like have good spells to set up your future turns, and continue making more and more spells as you go on with your dice. So anytime you find equipment, you can put it on a spell slot, and overriding them, and learning it, for instance. I'll put it on 3. Because I guess like, it's arbitrary unless... the spell number that you put on can be arbitrary unless you roll something specific. So like, for this turn, I think I'm just honestly going to set up a little bit here. Get the extra Cauldrons, and then I have 2 ways to reroll for my Magic Missile right there. So that is fantastic already, of course. Even? Great, you're dead. Magician? So now I can choose which one I want out of these ones here. Ice Shard or Burning Light? I think I will take Ice Shard considering I have Magic Missile for evens. So now I can put Ice Shard for odds and it can always run away with something. Magic Shield? Well, it's 3 shield and I have empty spell slots, so I might as well. So let's go on and fight the Marshmallow. So, Magic Missile, get Infliction, roll my Cauldron and see what I get. Honestly, just deal the 3 damage straight up. So, my spells are going to be a little bit on the weaker side to start, as you can see. My starts are going to be very, very weak. But, at the very least, I can, you know, build up really powerful turns otherwise. I think I'll reroll. Let's get another Magic Missile and an Ice Shard in here, because that way I can spend both of these, quite frankly. And the good thing about, even if I don't want to spend dice, such as the burning one there, I can still throw it, so I'm running away with some damage somehow. So 5, 3, pretty good, pretty good. Once you get set up with Witch, it's all over for the enemies, quite frankly. Dice value -1, inflict shot, burn, and freeze. Split a dice in 2. I do like the idea of Catastrophe. I'll put that on my number 6 in that case then. And you know what? Let's fight the Dryad. Because we're going to have to start replacing spell slots as we find more equipment. So as we start building a better build profile, that's just how it will go. So I think get the Ice Shard going. And 5 damage for a freeze? 5 damage and a freeze? I'm not going to complain about that, considering it denies her any sitses potentially. So setup turn, setup turn, setup turn. I don't think I need any more Cauldrons. Let's see what I could get here. Well, just gonna have to lead with my infliction potentially. It's that, or I set up a catastrophe. If I get another sits, I can put that into catastrophe. But for now, I'm just going to play towards actually hitting the Dryad, you know? I can do something like this. Hit, that's 3 damage, and then I'll just lead with my 4 pieces of equipment. Instead of having to spend any more on my spellbook, I can just spend that all on my damage profile instead, which is good. Just hit. Happy days. Avoiding up. Now, I can either choose between getting an upgraded spell slot or a prepared spell slot. And what that means is, prepared means I start combat with that spell already out. I don't have to spend a spellbook slot on it. Or I can have something be upgraded, which means it will always be better no matter what. Magic Missile. I think I would write that on Magic Shield. So whenever I put something on the bottom right, it'll just be better. Constantly. Yeah, having like Catastrophe would be great there. Even Hall of Mirrors would just get a bunch of dice. Just getting me started would be big. Just in general. So, Hall of Mirrors into the upgraded slot. Roll me some extra so I can get my slot going. Then, inflict a catastrophe upon me. Whoa, catastrophe be upon ye. You know, I probably should have put the ice shard, but it's whatever. Like, everything's burning, everything's shot. You're gonna take that damage, and they would be frozen otherwise anyways. Actually, I guess the freeze cancels out, but, you know, if you had more dice than that, Chief. Okay. Reroll the 1. That is a magic missile that I can use on an even, which I will gladly do so. Then catastrophe you again. This is pretty hilarious, I'm not going to lie. So I'll just keep burning you, so that's 4 damage I'm residually doing anyways. And the fact that you can only use 1 dice per turn, basically 2. Ooh, baby girl. Get me another dice. That'd be an ice shard, which I need odds for. So, catastrophe! Whoa, plague be upon ye! I could have thrown a dice at him and killed him, potentially. Yeah, I should have just thrown the dice at him. Well, oh well. Boop. See ya! Before the menu even finishes it up. Oh, this is funny already. Okay. Pretty happy so far. Cheat the health. Wizard chat this bully as my 4-3. Hello, Wizard Duel. Get me another dice, please. Reroll me. Get me another dice, please. Cauldron me, please. Get an ice shard for the future, so I don't even have to have it be an odd. Or an even, rather, I think. I have 5 dice, which is going to be ridiculous. Yeah, you can burn too. Well, guess what? I legitimately do not care. I just don't want to get Hall of Mirrors otherwise, so... I get an upgraded infliction. Go ahead, do that. Upgrade the magic missile for 8 damage. And we are chilling. You are frozen, so even if you freeze 2 of my dice, at this, it's not the worst damage I could have taken. Because you're just dead anyway, Chief. See ya. I got my crystal wall bat too. So I will level up against the bully. Let's see what I get out of this. 2 poison with slime ball. I don't necessarily like it. Well, if I upgrade it, that's just 3 poison, considering that could keep building up. But I like my upfront damage, and I'd have to keep a spell slot for it always then, right? At that point. Oh, I'm not spending some of the others, so it might be better to just have, like, Magic Missile be prepared by it, because freezing has a lot more utility, I feel. Yeah, replace Magic Missile. I convinced myself into that, just talking it out. Alrighty. What is upgraded Cauldron? It's not gonna tell me, is it? Upgraded Catastrophe! Roll me? Hit you. I want to replace my Catastrophe, so just Ice Shard for the future. Cauldron for the future. Set myself up, get an Unfortunate going. Yeah. Just set up my spell slots. So I already got Catastrophe off with the Crystal Ball, so you want to spend? Yeah, let's do damage to you. Reroll. Ice Shard. Catastrophe! It's stupid. It's definitely not the thing I really need to be doing. But the fact is, like, it's funny. It's really funny. And it's 4 damage at least, at the very least. Alright. Cauldron me. Unfortune me. I could Catastrophe again, quite frankly. It would be really funny. I'm not getting any 3s either, is the big thing, though. Which is annoying. Oh. Just refresh it. Refresh it, throw my dice. I'm gonna level up against Bully anyway, so I'm not minding too much. Now your teammate rage quit? That sucks to hear, Austin. I'm sorry to hear about that, Chief. It's just no fun when, you know, people do rage quit on you, because it's like, we could have been winning! We could have done something! We were on the verge of greatness! Could have been great together! Okay, I can still kill you by throwing the dice at least. Okay, we're good. Yeah, you probably saw like the last streams anyway, remember? And those aren't the best. Okay. I think Duplicate would be better. I think I'd put that on my Cauldron, quite frankly. Being able to duplicate a dice and then maybe having Slime Ball going off would be really stupidly funny. Set all dice to a number. If I take Ice Shard out, I could just go for full Catastrophe and Slime Balls. Nah. Get Infliction out of here. And let's be stupid and fun with our build. 2 damage and reusable, or get 2. 2 of this dice next turn. Interesting. What would I want out of that? So first and foremost, I can duplicate a spell otherwise, or I could just change what's my prepared. I think changing the prepared would be good, potentially. Or just lead with the duplicate still. I think leading with the dupe is fine. That's dice economy that I need. So then, what would I really be looking to replace then? Because I haven't been able to get anything much else. Slime Ball would, without a doubt, be my win condition, potentially. I have 3 different win conditions. No, it's 2 different win conditions, really. But it's just Slime Ball constantly. So if I can just get 3s, that's all that it comes to. Which is what I'm just gonna have to hope for. I can just duplicate that. Oh, a minimum of 4, you gotta be... Hole of Mirrors. Slime Ball. Just get those prepared for me. It's a slow turn. I'm against the Cactus anyway. I'm not going to mind it too much. So roll me some dice. This is unfortunate. I can still get an even out of this though. If I do a 2... Oh, if I do a 5, I can just get another Hole of Mirrors, so let's do that. Was that the best play? I don't have any more evens. I'm an idiot, you know, which is too big brain for me. I should be talking out my thought process. I thought it's like, I honestly didn't check out what my... I didn't check out what my upgraded spell slots would really be doing for me here. So that is very much so on me. So for now, dupe an even that I have. And just poison what I can with, quite frankly, here. If I do this... That's really... Keep the dupe going, quite frankly, here. They can Hole of Mirrors once more. Get even more dice. And that's 7 poison now. So yes, poison win condition. This is going to take a while for me to calculate all out, ladies and gentlemen. But I have my deck. Finally. It took me a lot of time, but this can work. It's going to have to work. Otherwise, I'm going to be suffering in silence by a lot. So, get these on. The fact that like he has thorns would be really annoying, but the fact that I have slime balls is just a lot better otherwise then. Don't want to do much else though. I don't even want to throw the dice of your thorns. What the damage just tick on you otherwise with the slime, with the fire, and everything like that. So yeah, 2 damage. Pitiful, pitiful, pitiful. Now I can just hit you straight up, sir. So for now, hit, whack. I'm just going to throw these dice at you is what I'm thinking right now. Yes, that's exactly what I'm going to do to you. In fact, I'll duplicate this 5 again just to throw insult to injury. Probably could have, well, I couldn't have parsed out exactly when I would have been getting my other abilities. So, it's alright. In the meantime, buy that apple, please. Let's attack the fireman. So, I will be honest here, because of my robot runs, I almost could throw dice just on instinct. Hall of Mirrors early, without a doubt, I feel. I can legitimately get 5 dice already. So my action economy is through the roof. So even though he's going to start burning me already, I have my crystal ball. And I can just go ahead self-burn myself to enable even more. So, more of that. Let's thin things out here. No more Hall of Mirrors, don't need that. Catastrophe would be nice if I burn. I think that will be a good option. Copy my sits. Catastrophe up. Get an ice shard going, I'm thinking, because you are weak to ice. That would be huge for me. 3 slime balls, but I'm not getting much off of it. So, another Hall of Mirrors. I don't have any evens. Duplicate would be useless, so just set up another slime ball, potentially, and then throw these dice right at you. Now, the thing to note is that if you have any dice that are on fire and you try to throw them, they deal 2 damage instead of 1, because, you know, it's a flaming dice. It is ridiculously funny, but also kind of nice useful in case you're one-off lethal, for instance. Alrighty. I need an odd. And I didn't get an odd. Which sucks. Don't add to your poison, though. I think I will do. Always a catastrophe with a little bit more poison, I feel. Ice shard on the slot becomes usable then. I think if I burn myself, self-burn, I get more dice and just hit you. Because I need to just actually kill the fireman before he kills me. Because I've gone from full health to 10 health and it's not feeling good, basically. Zoning too much in on having fun with the catastrophe when I have a pretty solid win condition otherwise. So, let's fight here. And quite frankly here, I think I could be doing a lot better if you avoided catastrophes. And if you avoided catastrophes like my entire game plan right now, and subscribe to me with your Twitch Prime, because remember, if you have that win around, and it's a 1-month free sub to anybody, you could use it on me to get my exclusive emotes such as CG Cruise Heart across all channels, and you'd be helping me out more, with providing me a little bit of a stable income that could prove to be a lot better than, you know, just me trying to only get income from my jobs and from my very infrequent commissions. I got the redeem a sellout command for you YouTube viewers. You can't see that in the chat, but I got redeemed to become a sellout, so ha. Might as well plug myself and my own channel, right? Right. Alrighty. Thank you, Austin, for that. Snowman's immediately gonna be freezing all of my stuff, quite frankly, and Ice Shard would actually be counterproductive for me here. But I do think just making as many dice as possible, as early as possible always, is great for me. Just having 5 action economy dice versus 3 at all times is great for me. Gonna be freezing all of my stuff once again though, which is gonna hurt considering I don't have Cauldron anymore. But I have 2 dice to work with basically then. 2 dice to work with. This is horrible, dude. This is legitimately horrible. I got nothing to work off of here. Even if I dupe something, I need evens or high damage numbers. Get me another slime ball for the future, though. This is going to be a slog of a fight, and this would also just be a I'm dead of a fight. Because the freezes really wreck my health so badly. Okay. Roll me the crystal ball and let us think things out real quick here. I need as many evens as possible, but I don't have evens. I just have a million ones, which are useless to me right now. Ice Shard would be counterproductive, as that enables Snowman to hit me with a dice guaranteed. Even if it's a 6, it becomes a dice guaranteed. Even if it's a 5, it's a dice guaranteed. So I need to build up as much poison as possible. The whole of Mirror's Prots would be nice, but the fact I really can't even dupe much. I have to get a poison game plan going in a way. If I duplicated something, I get it for free. So actually, I can just duplicate these 2s, which are my evens, and really just go to town on this, right? Dupe all of these here. I want to dupe a 3 then on, so I can then... Oh, did my Dicey Dungeons freeze on me? Okay, no, we're fine. Have a good night, Austin. Thank you. You'll be able to catch it on YouTube soon enough, on the daily uploads at least. So then, I can start... Oh, Dicey, why are you adding to me? Adding 3 poison. Adding 3 poison. Adding 3 poison. Do I need skeleton key? Set all dice to something. I have extra slime balls. I might as well put that there for the future, because I already have the upgraded slime balls. So that's 9 poison on the snowman. So that's decent. And he rolled 3 6s. That's huge. Considering that buys me some time on Lease of Life. Okay. I can dupe. Set everything to 4. Poison, poison. Ice Shard doesn't accomplish anything for me here. You could be dead in 2 turns' time. I need to deal at least a little bit more poison. I need to survive this turn. You rolled 3 odds, but they were low odds. No 5s, which is huge. I get to live. This snowman fight was a slog, but this is okay. This is not okay. Wait, I have 5 damage. You have 12 poison. Because they're all 1s. I actually win this fight. I'm still fine. Yep, okay. Throwing dice was not immediately calculated, but I got away with it. Is there health here? Yes, there is. Thank God. Thank God. Those would be so great, but I had to buy the health because I'm so low, and I need to fight the Rhino Beetle to get my health back too. Okay, Rhino Beetle just does a lot of damage up front to me, so I need to just be whacking him hard. So get the Ice Shard immediately, and freeze whatever dice that I can. Because it needs odds, but if I just freeze his stuff, he can't get a good profile on me. He's just going to be at low numbers, which can prove vital. Or not can, it will prove vital to my survival. So dupe, hit, get another Ice Shard, hit. Because since it's odds, it would, you know, not function the best otherwise for me. So I'd rather just keep things moving on my damage potential. Get another duplicate going so I can get another 6, quite frankly, here. Like, legitimately, what I can toss into the ring, then, is a catastrophe! Catastrophe! So now you are shot, you are frozen, everything sets for you. Well, actually, that's a little counterproductive, because the fire overrides the shock. I might have doomed myself a little bit with my catastrophe use there. I'll be honest with you. Okay. Dupe. Get the Ice Shard back, please. Freeze his stuff once more. I might have doomed myself with the fact that I took 6 damage there. But he's only rolled once. That's decent. I have a, at very most, 3-turn limit on life. It's great to keep rolling 4s, though. That is the most vital thing that I am getting out of this. Just get another Ice Shard prepared, potentially. Oh, I live on 2 health, but I did my Crystal Ball proc. Oh my goodness gracious. Oh my goodness gracious. 6 damage Ice Shard, without a doubt. 5 damage, and then throw a dice at him. I lived to tell the tale, and I have full health back. Great. Okay. Another upgraded slot I think is way stupid, considering how much I really need it. Prepared would be great, potentially, but I think having it upgraded is more important. Freeze 1 dice and roll a 1. Interesting, but I'm pretty happy otherwise with my loadout, I feel. I mean, I'm really struggling with my loadout, I'm not gonna lie, but it's decent enough right now. It's decent enough. Catastrophe can go hard against Witcher Manage's fire. He's weak too. So let us lead with that, quite frankly, here. So, Catastrophe! And then just prepare another one, because we can. So that's gonna shot both of his equipment, it's gonna freeze his last dice, and then if he wants to spend, that's 4 damage to him otherwise. Okay, he gets his health back, but you get what I was going for there. Alright, now I can look at Ice Shard, potentially. That, I can also just get another duplicate going here. Spend on a Catastrophe, get an Ice Shard as well, quite frankly, I feel. Yeah, just wait with that, that's just damage I'm getting out here. Okay, yeah, the fact that he's just basically, any of his high rolls aren't working the best for me. It's negative synergy I am feeling this year. Alright. Roll me 1,000,000. Keep these ice shards going, I feel. Dupe. Freeze these. Ice shard! Ice shard! Ice shard! Yeah, literally. Just, let me just freeze all of your dice. Because if you roll low, oh, so that's for you, Chi. That's 1 damage and that's 1 on your countdown. So I think that's just the better way to just handle this. So rolls all together for most enemies just kind of really screws them over anyway. So even though that was bad there, not like I was really getting much else. And quite frankly, against the Witcher Man, I just want to keep freezing his dice. Burning could be funny, but freezing dice is actually just the thing to do against him. I took 17 damage, and that is not good for me. Not good at all. Considering how I'm fighting against some other guys, which should be way more damaging. Get me to the Direwolf, I feel, first, so I can get access to the shop and possibly 2 heals. Okay. This is when Catastrophe can actually go hard. Actually, no, he's strong against... Slimeball can go hard. But for now, Catastrophe. Catastrophe! Alright. If he wants to burn his sits, then he has to get to curse me. And he'd have to do that, but he howled instead, which is totally fine. Cancel actually, my bad. Duplicate. Get these going, ladies and gentlemen. Actually, he's gonna get double guaranteed from this, but the fact is it does screw him out of high roll, so even if I am cursed, I should have the action economy, and I should be fine otherwise. Hopefully. Hopefully. So if I do this, that got the curse out of the way, so that's decent. So instead... Oh, I have to do damage one way or another. So, dupe. Actually, yeah, just get 1,000,000 more dupes out here, quite frankly. Thank you. Now, I can just lay, like, Uri an Atori barrage of damage upon you. Great stuff. Great stuff, great stuff. All your dice are frozen? Yes, that's gonna be poison ticking and whatever on me, but I will have way more than enough action economy to kill you. I should have more than enough action economy to kill you. Great. I dupe you. Hit. Actually, don't have as much as I'd like to, but a Catastrophe should end your dreams, because you want to use your high dice? Well, you're burning away. And you are just dead next turn. I did a Crystal Ball proc at the very least, but I am almost dead at 4 health. Not the best, but it's whatever. It just kind of hurts that I couldn't get Slime Ball going at all, because you are strong to poison. Just be so counterproductive to do. Even, we can odd shot. I don't care about that, quite frankly. I quit Singer by accident, but you know what? I wasn't really going to buy much else at that point then. Alrighty. It's gonna be weakening my equipment, which honestly doesn't matter as much. I think the biggest thing, though, is get as many dice as possible. Get it early, and then we have all the slime in the world, Chief. So 2 weekends, that actually is going to hurt my game point pretty hard, especially if it hits my prepared slots, but can't do much about that. I mean, it's okay. I can still get another Hall of Mirrors prod for more dice, though, which is hilarious, all things considered. And also, if I replaced it, I could have maybe had another 5, but I didn't need an even. 2 4s again, Singer? Really? Really? Okay, I didn't really need to have been freezing you earlier, but I am basically dead in the water, it feels like. Yes, I have a million dice, but I have no way to really use off of this. I can dupe a 6, though. But what use does that really get me going? I don't have any 4s for Ice Shard, which does suck. I have Skeleton Keys. Hit. I'd need double of something, though, to even make the Skeleton Key work. I need a 6, so I might as well add that poison anyway, first and foremost. If I add here, I can either make more 2s for more Skeleton Keys or more 6s for Catastrophes, which really, does that get me going at all? That sets all dice to 3. But I get nothing off of that, dude. I get nothing off of that. They don't have any other. It's they need the stuff to be prepared otherwise. Ah! Ridiculous. Okay. Keep poisoning her. Gotta throw my dice. If she rolls well, which she did. But my freeze, but no, she just kills me with a high note. Ah, well, I took way too much damage and I set up way too much. But that's just how Witch goes sometimes. I was just kind of accidentally clicked on her, but it's not that I was gonna beat her or the gargoyle with much health otherwise. Oh well, that was a nice try, but you can't say too much more on that end when it comes to trying it out. Witch is a very difficult character to understand with trying to wrap your head around how well your game plan goes with trying to set up, yeah, okay, I can do X, I can do Y, I can live past this, I can trust myself on being able to get past this problem or not, or, yeah, and you can see, all that setup time really killed me. I also clicked the wrong thing. I'll be ending stream on that note, so wherever you are, wherever you may be, whether you're on Twitch, Twitter, YouTube, or more, it's been your Wonderful Wind Mage, your Cruz Ship Servant, Chartreuse Proxy, ever and always at your service. Thank you, everybody, for joining me tonight, and have yourselves a wonderful night. I'll come back with hopefully a much more consistent schedule going on, and we'll just chill out, everybody. Thank you all once more, and good night.